And hello and welcome to York Community High School. We are bringing you West Suburban Conference baseball action between your York Dukes versus the Downers Grove North Trojans. Apologies for the late start. We had technical difficulties. Still in the top of the first, as York is actually the away team despite playing at home. And now it is the first baseman Ethan Cancel at the plate.
Mark Schneider showing off his speed as he also did when he showed himself, or that's how he got himself to second. He hit a hard hit up the middle. Great play by the second baseman, who was shading up the middle anyways. Could not make the throw. First baseman could not make the scoop, as here's the pitch. Strike there. Low outside corner. But first baseman couldn't get the scoop. He ran to first before anyone could throw him out, and he just stole third. Runner in good position here for Ethan Cancel, the power hitter. Nearly launched one out of Duke's Stadium last time we covered against Maine South. A little bit wild here for number 5. That's the pitcher White. Another ball there. Good eye from the big man. I think that's his second walk since we've been covering his games. Has had a good eye so far this season.
Now 2 outs for the right fielder Brian Filosa step into the plate, and the Trojans want to talk it over.
That's Alex White on the bump.
And Jimmy Janicki is his catcher for the day.
Interesting thing with this Trojan team, if you look out into right field, the man wearing the white sleeves, if you're a dedicated YSN fan or you're just a DGN parent who's turned into some YSN streams against DGN, you'll recognize the name. That's George Wolkow, the best player on that Trojans basketball team, as that's a high fastball in for a strike. As he was one of their best players as a 6'7" sophomore, number 3 player in the country, right fielder. That arm, he's got a rocket there, as he could throw up to 90 miles an hour from the outfield position, so less likely for any Dukes to be running on him today.
Here comes the 1-1. And a hard hit ground ball. That'll be out.
Saying
What's
off
the
the
call?
bag, safe.
Oh, he's saying off the bag, and the run will score. Dukes draw first blood here in the first. 1-0 York. And I believe that will be accredited RBI for Filosa on the infield single. Unless they rule it as a fielder's choice. Nonetheless, it's the shortstop, number 11, Max Hansman, stepping to the plate with runners on first and second.
Pop up here, shallow left.
And a routine fly ball for the left fielder. Inning over, but the Dukes score the first run of the game. They lead this 1-0 off the Brian Filosa single. Number 19, Chris Danko, the sophomore. First time he's been on the mound today. First time this year, I should say.
First time starting. Not the only sophomore in the rotation, as we used to have
Ryan Sloan?
Sloan, who is committed to Wake Forest and of our ace, is the Duke's ace. but he injured himself during practice and will be out for the entirety of the regular season. If the Dukes end up making a playoff run, maybe he could join us there. Good throw there from the catcher, Rasmus. He started the last game we covered as well.
Stepping up to the plate first for the Trojans will be number 22, Ian Check, the shortstop. And we'll see what Danko has to offer.
Made an error first inning, threw the second baseman off the bag, but didn't matter. His next pitch was a pop out.
First pitch high from Danko, ball one. Hard cut and a swing and a miss. Good pitch by Danko. 1-1.
This Dukes pitching staff has very good stuff. No, everyone has movement on all their pitches as that one gets clobbered.
And that'll be caught by the center fielder, number 12, Greg Lee. 1 out.
Here comes the key part of their lineup, number 2. That's George Wolkow.
That is Wolkow, just like you mentioned.
South Carolina commit.
Talk about a big body. 6'7" and all of it, standing in the batter's box. Righty on lefty matchup, favorable for the batter. Here's the first pitch. Outside, ball one.
Probably going to try and pitch around Wolkow. Do not want to leave one hanging.
There's one that Wolkow came up empty on. Another 1-1 count. Yeah, and just like you said, likely not going to give Wolkow anything he can hit. Another one outside. 2-1. Fouled off. For strike 2.
DGN noted for a good hitting team. So if the Dukes can keep them contained just like he did there with the easy grounder to cancel, keep that offense contained based on reputation, it's going to be easier to score runs against this team than most. Could be an offensive shootout.
Yeah, and that was an off-speed pitch that came back into the zone, but Wolkow couldn't get all of it in the easy grounder for cancel. Just a routine play for him. Next up is number 23, Tony Konopiats, who takes ball one. Konopiats, the third baseman, who hits one deep to left center, but that is caught. That is Alex Green who made the play. 3 outs.
Good contact there. You always hate to see it as a hitter whenever you make really good contact, but it's in the in a relatively easy range for the fielder. Not a good feeling.
1-2-3 innings for the 1-2-3 inning for the Dukes. End of the first, they lead it by 1. We go to the second. We'll be right back. Back to the action now, top of the second. It'll be the left fielder Alex Green leading it off for the Dukes. His first time at the plate today. First pitch, called strike. That pitch had some movement on it.
Nice little two-seam runner to the outside. Or he's a lefty. That would be a four-seam with run-ins of.
There's a pop fly to the center fielder. Routine play. Now, Trojans pitcher Alex White has been pretty solid so far, only giving up one hit. You know, the infield single by Schneider. Other than that, he's been pretty good. Just giving up the stolen bases and a couple errors. Nonetheless, here's Greg Lee stepping up to the plate. First pitch swinging. Grounder to the shortstop. He can't make the play.
Second error by the
another one.
Second error by the shortstop. Better hope he can make it up later in the game, because if you're making errors like that, you got to make it up with the bat.
And
But
again,
we'll see
that
if
was
this one.
Ian Check. Second time the throw was not accurate. That leads to another base runner for the Dukes. Now it'll be the designated hitter Jack Braun in the 9th spot. White steps off the bag, throws to first.
Trying to control those steals now.
Now Braun, a hard hit. Ball to the gap. Right fielder collects it, but it'll be a single. Men on first and second now as Braun gets his first hit of the day.
Trojans living up to their reputation as a more hitting-based team so far, as their pitching has not been all too well. As a lot of good contact has come from this Dukes team. A lot of hits, couple walks, and a run scored.
Now Dukes with the runners in scoring position again for Schneider. Already the top of the order for the Dukes in the second. First pitch inside. Handled well by Janicki. Now a hard hit, foul. This is an extremely crucial batter for Alex White, because a hit here could be another run, and he only has one out.
Could be the end of an early day for White.
And his fielders have not helped him out today. Now here's a 1-1 pitch. Too low. Schneider doesn't bite. Now 3-1. The Alex White slider can't catch a corner. And now he's in a bit of a jam. And ball 4. Not getting the call from the ump. The bases are now loaded.
Could see the exasperation as he put his hands over his head.
For Colin Doherty to come up with only one out. And the speedy Schneider on first base. First pitch, popped in the air. Can make a play on it, and there's Check. Redeeming himself for the poor throw earlier. 2 away. Now it's junior catcher Jack Rosmus stepping up to the plate for his second time. Rosmus lined out his first at-bat. First pitch, called strike. Inside, ball one.
Duke's in a prime position here to blow this game wide open.
Popped up, but out of play. 1-2. And you gotta be thinking, it's in the back of Alex White's mind that arguably the Duke's best hitter, Ethan Cancel, or at least power hitter, is on deck. Now the 1-2. He deals. On the ground, foul. Rasmus trying to stay alive with 2 outs.
Rasmus a little ahead of that one. He saw that was a ball right down the middle and wanted to crank it, but a little too anticipatory.
Inside for ball 2.
Nearly hits him.
Yeah. White has been relatively good with his pitch placement so far, but that one got away from him. Now the 2-2. And a hard hit ball by Rasmus, deep to left. Left fielder going back, and he makes the play. Inning over. Credit to a great play by the left fielder, Nuttall. And Alex White gets out of a jam with the bases loaded, no runs. We go to the bottom of the second. Duke's still up by 1. First up for the Trojans, the second inning will be the catcher, number 18, Jimmy Janicki. His first time at the plate.
Catcher batting high in the order. Typically your catchers are lower down as it's a defensive focused position, unless you're Salvador Perez.
Trojans must have some confidence in him. Doesn't bite on the first pitch. Watches a strike go by. And another strike. This one is fouled away. Trojan hitters. They've seen some strikes today from Danka, but haven't been able to put the barrel on the ball quite yet. And the Dukes are fortunate for that.
A little nerve-wracking, as this team is a good hitting team. If they can barrel those up, they're going a long way. But the Dukes like to play, especially now with their long-distance pitchers out, they like to go more bullpen games at this point with multiple players coming in. And we'll see if they continue that theme so far today.
Pitching depth definitely a strength for the Dukes, but here's a grounder to Hansman. Easy play. 1 out.
He's able to field the easy grounder. Now it'll be Strike one there.
This'll
Swung
be
on quite the high fastball.
Joe Chiarelli stepping up to the plate. Already down 0-1. Now Danko, fast windup. This one too high.
Pitching out of the stretch with no one on base. Got him on the
miss.
Got him on the high fastball again. Not seeing that pitch too well, this at bat.
A lot of high fastballs. Shows the pitcher IQ of Danko. Now the 1-2, another high fastball. Chiarelli lays off this one.
Foul tipped.
Staying alive with 1 out. No men on for the Trojans. They are hitless today.
Great job by Danko so far today. Left that one high. Really pummeling the zone. Probably going to go low changeup here. One of the most famous pitches of all time was the Pedro Martinez full count change. Broke everyone. We'll see if he goes with it.
And got him looking. What a changeup by Danko to retire Chiarelli. 2 away.
He is not happy with that call. Pitch was on the outside of the plate. Well placed by Danko. Impressive job there.
Backwards K goes on the board. And up comes the first baseman, Jack Miller, wearing lucky number 13. Good pitch by Danko. Miller thought about it, but held off. 0-1.
Danko doing much better this time around, controlling the zone.
You can definitely see his confidence increasing as the game goes along.
Beautiful curveball. Backdoor did not work, though.
Just a little bit too inside. Did not get the favorable call. 1-1. Second pitch outside. Third pitch, I should say.
Gets a hold of that one. Right fielder coming in.
And he lets it drop. First hit of the day for the Trojans. Comes from Jack Miller. And the no-hitter is over for Danko.
Good opposite field power on that one. Got under it a little bit too much, but a hit's a hit.
So that'll be followed by the DH, Brooks Borowski. First pitch outside. First pitch outside. Danko deals. That pitch was at eye level, 2-0.
At the eye, some would say.
Pops one up and out of play. That one's on St. Charles. Two and one with 2 away. Repeat of the last pitch. Borowski doing a good job of staying alive here. Hasn't quite put the barrel on one yet. Now hits a hard one. Just right center field. Going back and he can't make the play. Lee was just too slow. They're sending him home. And Miller is going to score and tie up this game off an RBI double from Brooks Borowski. Trojans with all the momentum now as a two out, 2-strike double from Brooks Borowski. ties up this game. Danko getting some words. And now it'll be Tommy Finley stepping up to the plate and trying to drive in another runner with a man on second.
Bit of a 2-out rally there by the Trojans, but only 1 run. Both teams have been way more productive hitting-wise than the scoreboard shows, as the Dukes had the bases loaded last time. Another runner on scoring position. Hard hit here.
Now here's a grounder to Hansman. He makes the play. Inning over, but now the damage has been done. Trojans tie up the game off an RBI double from Brooks Borowski, the designated hitter. We go to the third. Duke's trying to answer. We'll be right back. You're watching YSN. Back to the action now. Third inning, with the first baseman Ethan Cancel back up for the second time. Walked in his first attempt. First pitch. Slow curve over the heart of the plate. Cancel watches it go by. Not often he swings at the first pitches. Now here comes the 0-1. Too low. Cancel has one of the best eyes on the team. A lot of pitchers respect his power hitting, so they pitch around him. Swing and a miss there, 1-2.
Dug that one out of the dirt, Vlad Guerrero Sr. style.
Just a little bit too much pull on that one. Here it comes, outside. Good high by Cancel. 2-2. He's really making White work. Full count.
Really likes that low and outside changeup. Tried to get him 3 times with this at bat, and I think that's been every ball.
Yeah, really. Cancel, not one to chase. Quick stretch, and there's another walk.
Does it again. Interesting call from the catcher. You saw that pitch not work 3 times in a row, but you call it again. But like I said, that Pedro Martinez 3-2 changeup was famous, so they thought it would work there in that full count. Did not, with Ethan's good eye.
So now the Dukes have a man on first, and up brings Brian Filosa. Had an RBI when he hit into a fielder's choice back in the first.
Tries to throw out noted base stealer Ethan Cancel.
He deals. Filosa takes the strike.
Good pitch there. Finally got his curveball under wraps. It's probably been his best pitch so far today, as nothing else has really been able to find the zone.
Filosa trying to bunt. He pops one up. That's a little bit risky.
Lifts it into the Duke's dugout, though. No DGN fielders over there. So the first baseman, surprisingly, is not Matt Chapman, or third baseman.
Third baseman on the left side of the field.
That is how bases work.
That's true. He deals. Oh, Filosa, a bit of an awkward swing. It may work. No. Dukes advanced the runner. Looks like Filosa hit it off the handle, but ended up being a tough play for Alex White.
Yeah, late choice there. You could see him last second in his mind be like, oh, shoot, that's going to be a strike. So he tried to swing at it, created weak contact, and a good throw from Alex White to the first baseman.
In his defense, he did advance the runner, which is what he was trying to do earlier. Now here comes Hansman. First pitch low. Hansman, a dual sport athlete. You may have heard us talk about him in the football season, known as Max the Leg, as the kicker for the Dukes.
Filosa as well, as he was a punt returner and wide receiver for the Dukes, notably had a punt return touchdown against rival Willowbrook to put us ahead of Willowbrook in that game to win against the next town over rival.
Very true. A lot of athletes on this Dukes baseball team. Now Hansman fires one. Play made by the first baseman. Taps the bag, but again, cancel advances. No chance for a sac fly now with 2 outs. But if a ball is hit into play, Cancel should score easily.
That one
finds
caught
the zone. Keeps Green guessing.
That was the pitch he was looking for. All of Cancel's at bat. Got it there. Good eye there. Good eye there.
Bottom of the third, and it's the left fielder, Colin Nuttall, leading it off for the Trojans. Danko staying out on the mound for this third inning. The first pitch, called strike. For those of you just turning in, Dukes jumped out to an early lead in the first, but the Trojans had a 2-out rally. As there's a hard hit liner into the gap in right field. Colin Nuttall is aboard with a single. Leading off this third, bottom of the third, with a single. And top of the order, coming up for the Trojans, it'll be the shortstop Ian Check, who popped out in his first at-bat. As I was saying, second inning, a 2-out rally, ending with an RBI double from the designated hitter for DGN. Tied up this ball game.
Good pickoff attempt from Danko. The perfect spot, but runner was able to beat him.
Now a hard hit ball on the third baseline. Doherty can't make the play. This will be extra bases. for Nuttall. And it's second and third now. Ian Check benefiting from the error from Doherty. That one just couldn't handle the hot grounder down the third base line, and just like that, the Trojans are in business.
Weird hop there. I'd say the only issue of playing on these grass/dirt fields, I've played on both grass and dirt and then just dirt, so the hops are much weirder here, especially at that seam where the two meet.
And if there's one batter you don't want to face, it's this one. The right fielder George Wolkow, who grounded out in his first attempt in the first inning. But we know what he's capable of. Looking to do some damage here in the third. We'll see how Danko responds. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Danko. The unfortunate thing for the Dukes is no outs. So already giving up a run, have men on the corners. They still need all 3 outs to go with hard hitters for the Trojans. There's a play by Danko. Picks up the ground ball, looking for 2. They got it. A much needed double play for the Dukes. Just as I was talking about not having any outs, they get 2 in one play. I bet a sigh of relief from Chris Danko coming.
Great pick by him. He was even shocked by it. He had to take a sec to look at his glove to make sure he caught that ball. It was
Now a little bit more pressure on Jimmy Janicki, not having any insurance outs. Flies one up. Right field, no one can make a play. That's got to be so frustrating as a manager to have no outs and men on the corners and to ground into a double play. Just get Janicki fouls another one out of play.
late again. Been late on every pitch this
He has. Good observation. Danko keeping Janicki guessing. Here it comes. And a hard hit ball. He wasn't late this time. Right fielder going back and makes the play. Inning over. Dukes only get the Dukes no longer leading, but it could have been much worse. Danko gives up another run, and the Dukes go into this 4th inning trailing 2-1. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Holy crap. Motivate me to talk. Unmute. Oh.
And it'll be the center fielder, Greg Lee, who leads off this fourth inning for the Dukes. Okay. White staying out there. He's having a relatively good outing. Got Lee to swing there on the first pitch. 0-1.
Outside pitch typically given today, the outside low pitch by the ump. Bit of inconsistency there, gonna make the benches not too happy. But won't matter in the end when you win. Pitch down the middle there.
Not taking a lot of time doing these pitches. Now Lee's in a hole.
Now this is the type of pitcher we want. The one who will speed up the pace of play.
Definitely a goal for the MLB. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from White. In the dirt. Full count. Lee, a senior, was on the team last year. One of the best fielders on this team. We'll see what he can do at the plate. And strikes out. Third strikeout of the day for Alex White. And here comes Jack Braun.
Made some good contact earlier today.
First pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Like you said, Braun has the Dukes second hit back in the first.
Good pitch there. Outside changeup. Absolutely adores that pitch. Curveball outside. Nice movement to it. Has some good lateral movement, so it might be a slider.
Now here's a grounder. Second baseman makes the play. And 2 away.
Good play from him. And you always love it when you get to bring up Vlad Guerrero Sr. for a second time in an announcing.
Top of the order for the Dukes. Schneider. 1 for 1. Had a single, a stolen base, and a walk. Let's see what he can do here. And rifles one into center field. That gets down for a hit. Schneider having himself a day at the plate. His second hit. Duke's third. And he's 2 for 2. Duke's trying to get some 2-out magic going. Now here's Doherty. He's 0 for 2. First pitch. Outside. Ball 1.
Does that nice pickoff move for a lefty. Really effective against first base stealers. As Mark Schneider essentially has 2 stolen bases already.
Got third base back in the first inning off of a wild pitch. Known base stealer for the Dukes. Definitely not the guy you want to have to worry about at first. Here comes the 1-1. White in the dirt. Schneider remains at first.
Runners like Schneider are always helpful, especially at the high school level, whenever the pitchers don't have the mental fortitude to forget about that runner on first and just tunnel vision the batter. The pressure at first does help the team in any way.
There's a strike. Catches the inside corner. Now it's 2-2. Doherty under some pressure now. He deals, and Doherty hits a high fly ball deep to left. Left fielder coming in and makes the play. Inning over. squeaked past into the outfield. Chiarelli gets his first hit of the day.
Great attempt there by Schneider. Nearly got it. Just trickled by him. Thought he got it at first.
Danko now 5 hits given up today after the single. Now here's Miller. Trying to bunt now. Squeaks by. Pulled the bat back. Ball 1.
No one up in the Dukes bullpen yet. Looks like they'll either bring in one of the guys in the field, which they've done before, to begin pitching, or they're just going to ride out Danko no matter what to try and get him to the 5th or 6th to save those arms.
Now Chiarelli with a huge leadoff. Rasmus's throw not in time, able to get back to the bag. Could have been disastrous for DGN. Two balls, no strikes. Miller, a big swing and a miss. Really aggressive swing there.
Got him.
And now they got him in a pickle. Chiarelli just too aggressive again. Now here comes the back and forth. Finally get him. Now 1 out.
Thought he wasn't tagged as he tried to scramble under and get to second.
So now 1 out, and getting a little bit fatigued out there. He's been out there for a while for only a sophomore. This is definitely not the matchup he wants right now. Borowski. High fly ball, cancel, out of play.
Even though both these pitchers keep that time in between pitches short, batters have been fighting off, and the pitchers haven't really been finding the zone too perfectly, so the game has taken a bit longer. And a lot more pitches, going to be a lot more mileage on the arms of these two guys.
Definitely. Both pitchers definitely going to be sore. A lot of disciplined batters as well. Here's the pitch.
Little high.
High and away. 1 and 2.
Can see Schneider playing more to his right or his left, our right this time.
Borowski rifles one. Honda St. Charles again.
Did it get all the way over there?
It did.
Onto
Hopefully
the
no
street?
cars were damaged.
I think that's the 4th ball on St. Charles. If we
need a bigger net.
If we had a statistician, it would be fun to have someone track the number of windshields broken by players.
Definitely the most important stat.
Really tells a lot about this Dukes team. In-depth analysis. YSN brings you. So far, 0 for 4 on the windshields.
And another ball. Full count now. Coming up for Borowski. Danko in a little bit of a mini jam here, having to worry about Miller on first. And another pitch outside. He really wanted that changeup low and away towards the end of that at-bat. Doesn't work out. And Borowski draws the walk.
1 out, looking for the double play ball, as anyone would be.
So now here is Tommy Finley, center fielder. And he makes contact. And a little bit of a bloop single there. They're going to hold Miller. And now the base is loaded.
Wow, do they respect Greg Lee's arm?
Definitely.
That's 2 times where I would have sent the runner.
Miller not the fastest guy, but the ball was hit a bit bloopish, as I said, where Lee had to really run in to make the play. But we'll see if that comes back to bite them. The playing it very safe in terms of sending base runners. Now here's Nuttall to the plate. Still only one out. Bases loaded, righty on lefty.
A lot of lefties for DGN. High again. Looked like at the nameplate of the team.
We'll see how Danko gets out of this one. Here's the pitch. Called strike.
Good pitch there. Painted the outside corner. That's what the ump's looking for. Not been calling a lot of high strikes, but calling a lot of outside to lefty strikes there. Gets one there as well. Fouls that back. That time protected by the net. Windshields are safe. Ethan Cancel playing up. And so is Doherty trying to look for a double play. See, coming in just in case a bunt as well. We'll be able to react faster than playing further back.
Big at bat here for the Trojans.
Break it wide open.
Another one fouled back right at us actually.
This is what I was saying earlier, nervous about the DGN bats, not only because of their reputation, but also they were making a lot of contact against Danko early and not really squaring it up. Now they are, hence their batting has gotten better with bases loaded and a very aggressive bat here. Gets him swinging. Strike three. Nice high fastball there. Really liked that pitch. He's been loving that high fastball today, pitching it a lot, getting a lot of swings and misses as well.
And a huge strikeout. Much needed strikeout as well for Danko, his second of the afternoon. Now top of the order, it's Ian Check for the third time today.
And now you don't have to worry about sac fly as that would be the final out of the inning. A little low.
Definitely no sac flies anymore.
I think both JV teams are here. There was a lot of people on the benches when we were wrapping up. What a curveball there.
You noticed that as well. A lot of movement on that pitch. Shows the potential of Danko.
Good
like we mentioned, only a sophomore.
Good 12-6. The Dukes have been really turning into an athletic school. It's picked by Max Preps as the best athletic school of the fall with 2 state championships in boys soccer and girls cross country as well as I want to say it was a 3rd place finish for the boys cross country.
No,
8th place finish, corrected by our technical director, Jack Borchers. 8th place finish, still pretty good. So a high fastball there. And then the basketball team, as per usual, Duke's more known as a basketball school, did pretty well, beating their rival in a playoff game. And all this potential good young talent coming through the ranks, including Danko. Looking forward to calling more sports here.
And there's a base hit. Rifled past the center, shortstop, excuse me. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score. And 2 RBIs for Ian Check.
Great hit there for him. Makes up for the couple of errors earlier with 2 runs batted in.
Definitely making up for it. At the plate, a huge 2-run single extends this Trojan lead to 3. And I'm surprised no mound visits for Danko despite getting roughed up a few times this afternoon. That's the 4th hit of the inning.
And all runs have come on 2 outs, which has really got to be demoralizing for this Dukes team. High fastball again. 1-1. Trying to get the D1 commit to bite on it. Does not.
Pitch in the dirt. Check takes second. Now 2 runners in scoring position for Wolkow. Had an RBI single just last inning.
If he does it again here, could score 2 and make this a 5-run game.
Definitely trying to add to those stats. Here's the pitch from Danko. There's that curveball again.
That's the pitch that's working now for him. Earlier it was the high fastball. Hasn't been able to find the zone with that as of late. But that backdoor curveball has been amazing for him in this inning.
2-2. Big pitch. Wolkow fouls it away. Here's the pitch. And just like last time, Wolkow fouls it off into the net.
A little behind on the fastball here. Danko showing off some good velocity. We'll see if he brings the curve. Try to knee buckle Wolkow, but I'm betting with 2 strikes he's expecting an off speed. Because pitching and hitting is all about mind games.
Now one. Oh, good frame by Rasmus. But the ump is not budging. Full count coming up. And just more mileage to Danko's arm. He really could have used that call. A lot of pitches for the sophomore today.
Do they go 3-2 changeup again?
Wolkow on the ground. Gets past Schneider. 1 run will score. Oh, they're sending him home. And, oh, they actually sent Wolkow to second. Not sure what that was about. And they get him out. That'll end the inning. Will they count the runs?
They will, as it was a secondary out, as it was a fielder's choice, as it looked like they were going to throw home. I think both runs are counted. They haven't been put up on the scoreboard yet.
And the umps get together to talk it over.
The DGN coach questioning. I think both runs, I mean, I hope they don't count.
They do. They are going to count them. Both runs. That'll make it a 6-1 ball game.
The bat's really coming alive late. 4 in that inning alone, and then they've scored a run every inning since the first. Probably a new pitcher is going to come up here soon, but nice hit from Wolkow. As we said, if he repeated that RBI single, which he did, but then he tried to stretch into a double.
It will
Good
still
hesitation
go.
by.
It will still go into the box score as a hit, just a single. 2 more RBIs. Unless the Dukes do get out of the inning, and it'll be
Rasmus to start, then cancel.
Rasmus, cancel, Filosa for the 5th inning.
Going 3-4-5. That's what you love to see whenever you're starting off an inning. Maybe they could get to Alex White, who's been struggling so far this game in overalls. But if you just look at the scoreboard, he's been doing quite a good job. Let up 1 run the first inning and then nothing since. But the Dukes have been getting to him, making some good contact, but they've been leaving runners on, which is a token of disappointment whenever you're hitting against a pitcher well. You're not converting it into runs.
3, 4, 5 hitters for the Dukes coming up. We'll see if they can produce some offense. First pitch to Rasmus. Inside, ball 1.
Top of the 5th here. Really going to need to score 1. These games are only 7.
And he rifles one down the left field line. There's the offense we've been needing. Oh, it's foul. Just pulled it a little too much.
Rasmus with another great hit. I'm pretty sure he was the one who had great contact with the bases loaded in the 2nd inning that ended up turning into nothing as the fielder was there to get to it. That time, again, great contact deep left field, not able to land in fair play. 1-1. Good stop there. Despite the pitchers not really throwing a ton of strikes, both have been good at not throwing wild pitches and making their catchers work too hard. Another good, strong contact there from Rasmus.
Just too low. And the easy play by Connoly. One away. Now Cancel. Still 0 for 0 on the score sheet. 2 walks and 2 at-bats for him.
Showing off that good eye. Also showing off his skill levels. They are not wanting to pitch to him. Quick pitch here. Low. Down the middle, though.
And there's Cancel. Barrels one through the gap. Actually tried to get him out. Cancel not the fastest, but throw not in time.
You saw him realize that he hit it directly to Wolkow. You've seen a famous play. I want to say that was Matt Carpenter back in 2015, where he fielded it, rifled it to first to a slower-footed first baseman, and able to get him out on a ground out to first, out by the right fielder. But Ethan Cancel will turn on the Jets and beat it out. Strike there.
Now Filosa. Duke's trying to build off of a single from Cancel.
Cancel and Schneider carrying the Duke's offense today. Both have been really good.
Now here's Filosa back up the middle, and a little awkward. Oh, they got Cancel at second, but Filosa will stay at first off of an errant throw. That should have been an easy double play, but another errant throw by the Trojans infield, and Filosa stays at first. 2 away for Max Hansman.
They're really going to need to get this DGN team throwing a bit better. So that's the 3rd throwing error of the day for them. Good thing they've put up 6 runs. Filosa saw that one coming, already started going back. Saw Alex White staring him down at first.
Almost hitting Hansman. Exchanging some words with the ump.
Saying that hit me.
And it looks like they're going to give him the base.
Home plate umpire looks like he doesn't agree, but Hansman said he was hit in the field. Umpire says he was.
No instant replay to confirm that. It'll be men on first and second now.
You'll just have to reverse the stream. And I don't know if we have a good enough camera angle for that.
Now here's Alex Green, the left fielder. Swings at the first pitch. Grounder to the third baseman. Fumbles it, but ends up making the play. First pitch swinger leads to a ground out to the third baseman. Dukes leave 2 men on. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Dukes 1. Trojans 6. You're listening to YSN. We'll be right back.
New pitcher here. This is Brendan Fleming, number 6. Has a good fastball changeup combo that allows him to be effective as a reliever here today. Going to be a longer in between innings. We'll be right back. Stick with us. See if the Dukes can rally. Maybe a new pitcher will change things. Doesn't look like any changes in the field, though. as Danko just goes to the bench.
A new pitcher for the Dukes, number 6, Brendan Fleming. First pitch for him, outside. He'll be facing Tony Konopiats, the third baseman, who's 0 for 2 today. So Danko's day is done. After 4 innings, 6 earned runs, 8 hits, but definitely had some good moments this afternoon. Now Fleming, a junior. Bullpen depth is one of the strengths of this Dukes team. 2-1. And a hard hit ball by Konopiats. Hansman makes the play. What an arm. Easy throw for Hansman. Despite it being a tough play, 1 away. Now it's the catcher, Jimmy Janicki, stepping up to the plate. First pitch for Fleming. Off-speed pitch. Strike 1. Janicki rifles one down the third baseline. Foul. Out of play. He's 0 for 2. A ground out and a fly out. But's had a very good day behind the plate as the catcher for Alex White. Fleming deals, pops one up into the air. Tough play for the outfielders. Greg Lee catches it and goes to the ground. A little bit of confusion between Filosa and Lee. Ends up Lee making the long trek to the ball. And sort of a diving catch by Lee to save the out. So now 2 away for Joe Chiarelli. Fleming deals. Ball 1. Chiarelli with a strikeout and a single. Single coming in the 4th inning. Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Fleming. Here comes the 1-1. Called strike 2.
Nice arm side run on that pitch.
Strike 3. Got him looking. Fleming comes in and goes 1-2-3. We go to the 6th. Dukes still trail by 5. We'll be right back. Top of the sixth coming up. It'll be led off by Greg Lee, who just had that great play in the outfield not too long ago. Lee 0 for 2 with a pop-out and a strikeout. His third time at the plate today. And actually, Alex White, DGN starter, still out there through 5 innings. He's been very, very good today. Only 1 earned run with 4 hits through 5 innings.
His ERA for today is pretty good, but I wouldn't say his whip will be, as his whip has been quite above 1. Fouled back straight.
Called strike, 2-2. Here it comes. Lee with a little bit of a chopper to the third baseman. He makes the play.
Third baseman looks like the most consistent arm out there.
He's definitely been the best fielder. That's been Tony Kunapiats. Seen a lot of action today. No errors for him.
Fun name there.
Now here comes Jack Braun for the third time today. He's 1 for 2. White gets right into it. Wasting no time. Throws one outside the plate. Strike, good pitch. A little bit of a backdoor slider there. Kept Braun guessing. Now Braun hits one up the center. Tough play, but it's made. Joe Chiarelli with the tough grounder. Able to make the second out. Top of the order now for the Dukes. Schneider coming up. He's been the best hitter for York today. He's 2 for 2 with a stolen base and a walk. We'll see if he can be productive again. First pitch. Called strike. Schneider fouls one down the first base line. 0-2. Schneider gets himself into a hole quickly.
Second to last chance here for the Dukes to try and put runs up on the board. Has not been working out well for them today. Pops one, gonna go foul though.
Good contact, just a little bit too late. Schneider's been one of the only Dukes has been able to consistently figure out White today. Now Schneider, grounder to the first baseman, steps on the bag. That'll end the half inning. 1, 2, 3 for Alex White. He continues his dominant performance on the mound. We go to the bottom of the sixth. You're listening to York Sports Network. Bottom of the 6th inning. It's the second baseman, Joe Chiarelli. Fleming stays out on the mound. Came in start of the 5th. Went 1, 2, 3. So Coach Kalau keeping him out there.
Probably going to let him run the rest of this. Is it?
Chiarelli rifles one into center field, and Greg Lee makes the catch again and goes to the ground for the second time. He's been very active as a center fielder today.
More of an awkward fall there.
One away. Now Jack Miller. Excuse me, Brooks Borowski. I believe that was Miller last at bat. My apologies.
Fleming with the impressive fastballs got one rotating, or not rotating, but sliding each way. One with some run, one with some arm side action as well. Gets an awkward swing out of Miller. Sorry, that's not Miller.
Borowski, in fact.
That went out of play. Does it get a windshield? That's the question. That's all on all of our minds. 1-2 count here. 1 out already from Miller. Chopped at again.
Will it drop?
Yes.
It will.
In between all three fielders there on the right side of the bag.
Oh, but it will be foul.
Ethan Cancel misread it at first, started to go in, then went out, not able to get there in time, and Filosa playing too far back. But a little pop-up foul ball doesn't hurt anybody if no one gets to it. Fleming hoping to get the out here, though.
Here comes the 2-2. Hard hit. Hansman gets the out. Hansman's been very consistent at shortstop. Second year playing the position, and now there's 2 away.
Really helps being a pitcher as he's able to rifle that one to Ethan Cancel in time to get the batter.
Now here is Tommy Finley. Third at bat of the day. He's 1 for 2.
Gets him swinging there on the nasty 12-6. Fall out of his cleats. A little high, some would say. 1-1.
Lucky that there were no men aboard. So that one squeaked away from Rasmus the first time. Let a ball get by him. It's rare that you see it from him. Still a junior, but it's the second year starting at catcher for the Dukes. Played up as a sophomore. Swing and a miss for Finley. Second time he's swung hard and missed. I believe that hits him. It does. Catches him on the hand. That must be painful. But he gets the free bag.
Bit of a weird call there. Check swing. I don't know the rules on if you get hit by a check swing. I know if you get hit on a normal swing, that's a strike. Foul ball.
I'm guessing he checked up, according to the no word from the umpire, but gets the bag, and we move. Colin Nuttall, bottom of the order. Connoly with a single and a strikeout. Coming into this at bat. Watches a strike go by there, 1-1. Fouls one back, just as you said.
Fleming only out of him and Danko able to consistently get the more pitcher favorable counts.
High fastball, ball 2.
Strike
Called
three.
strike. Fleming with another strikeout. Inning over. DGN leaves a man stranded, but they still have the 5-run lead. Duke's last chance. 4 runs, and they're going to need a lot of them. We go to the top of the 7th. Coming up next. We're back. Duke's last chance for runs. Got the 2, 3, and 4 hitters coming up. Alex White stays out on the mound going for the complete game. I'll have to go through Colin Doherty first.
Really impressive. I mean, we don't have a pitch counter here, but he hasn't been extremely effective in terms of keeping runners off the bags or pitcher-friendly counts.
But there's a hit by Doherty. Will it stay fair? No, it will not. Not the first time that's happened with the Dukes.
Horrible
Had
luck.
good contact, but couldn't. Just pulled it or pushed it a little bit too far. Out of play.
Yeah, horrible luck for the Duke bats here, as they've pulled a lot to that deep left corner, and that's why the left fielder's been shitting there. Before he wasn't even close to those foul balls. Now he's nearly getting them. Swing and a miss there. That's going to be...
That was a very good
strike.
changeup.
That was beautiful. It's always interesting to watch high school pitchers because of the inconsistency. Sometimes they throw a wild fastball, it's up the eyes like it is there, or they throw an absolutely amazing changeup. He's able to get to that one, though. Popped up. First baseman trying to get out of the way of the second baseman as he was calling it.
Miller took
bit
a
of
spell. Still got the out. 2 more outs to victory. Nothing's guaranteed yet.
For this apparent home game for the Downers Grove North Trojans in Elmhurst.
Here's Rasmus. First pitch cut. Fouls one. Out of play. He's 0 for 3. Line out, fly out, ground out. Not his best game so far. Rasmus. Hard grounder to the third baseman. And, oh, that's airmail. Rasmus will be getting extra bases. And it'll be a error from Tony Konopiats that'll result in a Rasmus double. And suddenly the Dukes have life. Now Cancel comes up to the plate.
Ethan Cancel here, hopefully to put a run on the board for the first time since the first inning. And now that's a throwing error on each of the infielders besides the guy who catches him, the first baseman. Second baseman had it on the turn 2 where he threw first baseman off the bag to the right field side. Then you add a couple of fielding errors from the shortstop, and then that's the first fielding error from the third baseman as he just threw it too hard and high.
Right now we have a base running substitution. That is number 5, Eli Maurer, the pinch runner. Now at second. A hockey player. He's very fast. So smart substitution by Kalau. Cancel digs himself a new hole, 0-2. Here's the pitch.
Pop fly left side.
Konopiats waving off infielders, and he makes the play. 2 away. Dukes down to their last out. It'll come down to Brian Filosa, the junior right fielder. Hit into a couple fielders' choices today.
Trying to get a 2-out rally here to get the game tied. Throw it into extras, possibly win. But down by 5, going to be a tough ask.
Will we witness a Dukes walk-off?
Hard cut there from Filosa on the changeup. Tried it again, that time low.
We've seen that a lot from White today. If a pitch has worked, he's usually gone right back to it.
Hasn't always worked out the second time, or third or fourth.
There's Filosa, another big cut. Didn't make clean contact there. And grounds one into the DGN dugout. Just like that, it's 1-2. Down to his last strike. Here's the pitch. Inside. Filosa stays alive. Are they saying he hit him? Filosa throws his bat and is headed to first. I guess the pitch grazed Filosa. And another batter hit by White. The Trojans seemingly confused. All of them have their palms in the air.
Staple of NBA players.
Mm-hmm. The universal confusion in sports. Palms to the sky. Now it'll be a second base runner for the Dukes. Now the senior Max Hansman coming to the plate to try and drive in some runs. Much needed runs.
As their prospects to look a little better here with 2 base runners and the Evansville commit, Max Hansman.
That's right. Just committed to Evansville to play baseball.
That college is in Indiana. Fun fact. Check swing there. Let it go. Low and outside. Another low and outside changeup for Alex White. Probably going to either go back to it or go to a high fastball.
Here comes the 0-1. White deals. Hard hit ball by Hansman. Center fielder going back, and it's off the wall.
Score.
1 run will score. Here comes Filosa. 2 runs will score. And an RBI double from Hansman cuts this Trojan lead to 3. Hansman delivers when he needed it most.
And that's why he's going to college to play athletics. Came up in the clutch with a great hit. Best hit by any Duke we've seen today. Deep left center. Left fielder misread it, not able to get to it in time, and center fielder too far away. Right towards that 360 sign. Now comes
Alex Green. Still 2 outs, but the Dukes with some momentum.
good frame job there, as that was an outside pitch that catcher framed to be a strike.
0-1. Green swings at one in the dirt. Great off-speed pitch by White. Now it's 0-2. Green puts himself into a little bit of a hole. Here it comes. And a hard hit ball by Green. That's another base hit.
Will they send
Hansman,
Max?
they're going to send him. And he scores again. 3 runs in the inning now. And the Trojan lead is 2. And a mound visit coming for DGN.
Looks like a guy's warming up in their bullpen. Probably going to bring in a closer here to make sure they don't choke away the lead. But good at bat. The bats have come alive. Is great contact so far this inning. They're going to take out Alex White. Going to extend this game a bit.
So the complete game, 1 out short. White goes 6 2/3 with 4 earned runs and 6 hits. But 3 of those runs and 2 of those hits coming in the 7th.
And we will be right back, as that is number 10. That is
Sean Reinick.
going to be closing out this one, and we'll be right back.
Reinick all warmed up. And Dukes with all the momentum. We'll see if the fresh arm can close out the game for the Trojans. Had a 5-run lead, cut down to 2 in this inning. From RBI hits from Hansman and Green. First pitch to the center fielder Greg Lee is a strike, 0-1.
Runner on first. Fielder's playing quite shallow, despite the back-to-back good hits.
Lee, another big cut and a miss. 2 pitches, 2 strikes.
Lee is the tying run.
Swing and a miss. Lee strikes out. Reinick goes a 3-pitch outing for him. And the Trojans hang on despite the late surge from the Dukes. They win this one 6-4, with the win going to Alex White The loss going to Chris Danko. As the two teams shake hands, we were treated to another great game. But the Dukes just come up just a little bit short.
And we will see you next time. If you want to continue looking at our YouTube channel, we're doing a double header this evening. We are going to go over to the stadium across St. Charles and go stream the Dukes versus Bennett boys lacrosse game. So stay tuned for that, and come join us again when we stream baseball. Thank you.
The Dukes will be at home again tomorrow, taking on another team. But for now, they fall to the Trojans 6-4. I'm Gavin Connoly, Josh Melvin to my right. We thank you for watching and hope you have a great night.